I'm going to try this. Hangu ge oge da a yong jong imnita. The translation, of course, is, I have so thrilled and honored to be here. I have been on a, well, first let me show it's me. I've been asking questions for 54 years, so coming here on the plane, I had 14 hours to think about it. So I decided to ask questions of myself. And the first question I would ask myself, was this really the first time I was in Korea? And it is the first time. It could have been the second time. I was drafted into the Navy, United States Navy, in 1951. And that was, of course, the height of the Korean War. And I went to the induction ceremony, and I was scheduled to be sworn into the Navy when they gave me an eye test, and I failed the eye test. And they told me to go home. And I went home. And they had given a party for me, by the way, and all my friends asked for their gifts back. So I would have been in Korea maybe 50 years ago. But I'm honored to be here now in the presence of such wonderful figures. The reason I'm here is a human connection. Satellites are amazing. They travel the world in a second. When I did my television show, I would beam up 23,000 miles and from there go across the street or go to Moscow. But there's nothing like connecting in person. So despite all the technology and all that the future is going to bring, we are still human beings connecting one-on-one. That should never die. And for young people here, keep that in mind. No matter what we discover in technology, no matter how far we go, and there's so much is happening here in Korea that's going to establish things around the world, we still need that human connection. I was born in 1933. That was the height of the Depression in the United States. And in those years, I have shaken hands with at least 10 men who had the power to destroy the world. I have known and interviewed Nixon, Ford, Carter, Reagan, Bush 41, Clinton, Bush 43, Obama, Gorbachev, Putin, various heads of state in France and England, all had the ability to begin a nuclear controversy, a nuclear holocaust. I lived through all of that, and I pray that we never see it happen again, that we never see someone can touch a button. You can touch a button and transmit around the world. Someone else could touch a button and blow up the world. That would be the worst advantage we can have. We have so many good if we can only do away with the bad. Well, you know, everybody I have ever met in my life, every man I've ever met, puts on pants one leg at a time. Whether you're president or a pauper, one leg at a time. We have much more in common than we have opposed to each other. Any two people can talk over a telephone. What does it take for a Gorbachev and a Reagan to connect? I've talked to both of them about that extraordinary happening in the world, that this conservative leader in the West and this former communist leader in the East could gather together, shake hands, and sign a nuclear test ban treaty. Is the world a safer place because of CNN and the new technology? I don't know. Maybe you'll find the answer. Maybe you'll come up with some answers at this conclave. Are we safer? We're smarter, we're more advanced, we're better equipped. I can't answer that. I'm not sure we're safer. What's the bigger part of the connection, all of the technology or our human touch? Well, there's no doubt about that. To me, more important than anything we develop, any machine, anything that can flash a picture one place to another, is our human connection to each other. We should never lose that. Do you have any idea where the technology is going in the future? Or do the people in this room have more knowledge about it than you do? Talking to myself, you have much more knowledge. And to you young people, boy, you're at the creation of a wonderful era. You're going to see impossible things happen. Things that are improbable become possible. And if I gave you one piece of advice, if you're going into the communications business, you're going to be connecting. Be honest. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to take chances. Take risks. The successful people, all of the successful people in life I have ever interviewed, man, woman, leaders in any field, all took risks. They all took chances, and all of them had failures along the way. Never be afraid to fail. Never be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid. Take risks. Keep on connecting. You'll be better off for it.
Thank you.